Sister Mona Lisa mentioned meeting this young lady online and some platform, but they recognized they had a common story. So please give your attention, please give your ear, please give your prayers. Hello, hello. Okay, to our sister Mary Ann Miller, who's going to talk about her being breast survivor. So please give her a round of appreciation as she's done.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mary Ann Miller. I too am a breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2020, when the whole COVID was going on. I'll start from the beginning. Pray for me, because I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. One day I was at home. I was just in my window. I think it was raining outside, and I was like, oh, I'm really out my window just like this. So I got up. And then I felt this knot under my home. It was a knot, you know? So I went upstairs, my mom was living downstairs, so my heart beat fast. I went upstairs and said, Mom, feel this knot, feel this. She felt it. She said, oh baby, that's not nothing, don't worry about it. I said, no Mama, this is something. So it was on the weekend, so I had to wait till that Monday. I called my doctor. I said, Dr. Cole, I said, this is Mary, I need to come in and meet with you. I said, because I got a knot in my arm and I'm just out there, it doesn't feel right. So she was like, well, Mary, you just had your mammogram done in November, so I'm not worried about breast cancer. She said, so you should be pretty good. I said, Dr. Cole, please, I need to come in and get this checked. She said, well, let me call the mammogram place so we can get you to come in. I said, okay. So she called me a couple days later. She said, Mary, we got your appointment. She said, go ahead, go to the Women Imaging Center in Torrington. I said, okay, I get over there. I told the lady, they did a ultrasound. So the nurse came in and did the ultrasound. She went right to it. She found it. So she got up, and I'm like, oh God, the way she got up, and she went there and talked to the doctor. Because the imaging place always have doctors there. So the doctor came in, he was like, hi, Miss Miller. I said, how you doing, doctor? He said, I'm not worried about you having no breast cancer. He said, because you just had your mammogram. Your mammogram was in November and everything came. And I've always had dents. I always come back dents. So he said, we're not really worried about it. I was like, okay. He said, but I do want to go biopsy. When he said biopsy, I said, Lord help me. So I said, he said, you have some time to stick around today? I was like, no, I'm nervous. I'm heartbeat. I'm nervous. I'm like, no. I said, schedule me to come back. He's like, okay, so he scheduled me in a week. I went back, got the biopsy. I'm at home, me and my mom, she's sitting in a chair, I'm sitting on the counter, we talking, and my doctor calls. She said, hey, Mary, and I was like, hi, Dr. Cole. She said, I need to talk to you. I said, okay, right now my heart beating fast. She said, you was diagnosed with breast cancer. I remember like yesterday, so I said, I have breast cancer, and my mom just started crying. It was just like my whole house just froze. My brother, he was walking through, he just kind of like stopped. My mom, I said, Mama, don't cry. I said, you got to be strong for me. I said, I'm going to be okay. God got me. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be good, you know. So I had to go to my appointment because I go to the imaging center. So they could, I could talk to the doctor there so they could see what my treatment plan was going to be. So I'm driving. I had to pull over because I didn't want to break in front of my mom, but I had to just cry. I had to let it out, you know. I said, God, I said, I know you got me. You brought this for me. I know you did. So I had to go to the imaging place. The lady talked to me, and my whole thing was, Lord, what stage am I? So she talked to me. She said, Mary Ann, you're stage 2. She said, you still got a chance. I was like, okay. So they did all the documentation, gave me all these appointments and stuff. So I started, all my stuff. So I was diagnosed in November 2019. No, I did my mammogram. I was diagnosed May 5th. I was diagnosed with HER2 negative breast cancer. It's a cancer cell that contains high levels of protein. That's what that was. So May 22nd, they did my biopsy for the mass. On June 5th, I had my echo. I had to check my heart to see was I strong enough to go through the chemo, which everything came back fine. On June 8th, I got my port placed. They put the port inside you to do the radiation, the chemo. So did 6 months intensive chemo. I mean, my hair came out. It was a lot. They called it the first 3 months I had to do the red devil. I don't know if you guys ever heard of red devil. It's a red medicine. It's the IV. It literally sucks the life out of you. It sucks the life out of you. So we had to do it every 3 weeks. I did good with that. So that was from June 6th to August. I did the red devil. Then I had to do Paxil. That was every week for 3 months. The first couple of months I was doing good. I was like, oh, now here it is. Bitch, don't do it. I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling good. Let's go with this. So like maybe the last month, I started feeling, I was like, I can't do this no more. I can't do this. I said, this is just too, I mean, it was literally draining the life out of me. And I just remember praying like, God, give me the strength. I can't do this. When y'all hear people say, going through cancer, and they hear about the chemo, and they be like, I can't do that. The chemo, it's a lot. It will drain every ounce of energy out of you. All I can do is lay in my head. I started looking bad. I'm just like, God, I can't do this. I was just like my jewelry on, put some makeup on, so I just had no energy. So finally, the nurses, I told the nurse, I said, I can't do this chemo. I just can't do it. I just cannot. It was like, Mary, yes, you will do it. You came this far, and you will do it. My nurse had to talk me through. I mean, going every week for treatment, that's poison they put inside of your body. That's poison. So I'm just like, okay, so I got through that. So I wind up having surgery December 17th. My surgeon removed 10 lymph nodes from one of my arms. 10 lymph nodes. From the chemo, when he removed the lymph nodes, they didn't find no cancer. No. Hallelujah. And I was like, God, I thank you. Hallelujah. God is good. And me in the midst of going through all this, in the midst of me going through all this, my mother gets sick. Find out she got lung cancer. So I'm trying to get my treatments, go through radiation. I went through radiation. I needed 28 days of radiation. The radiation, like, it just, you can see my meat, it was just peeling my meat. They had to stop it. And I'm going through this, and I'm at the hospital with my mom begging them, like, you know, my mom, she in a coma. You know, I'm begging them, please, my mother's my support, please, y'all, please. I'm begging these doctors, you know, I'm back and forth, they're calling me. Oh my God, it's so much, it's so much. So I got through that, had my surgery. My mother wound up, I had her sent to facility, she came home, whatever. She wound up passing away, you know, but it's okay, I'm okay with it now, you know, but like they say, anything that you feel that's not okay with your body, I mean, I'm talking to everybody, man, woman, anybody. If something just don't feel right, please get it checked. I had a friend, I'm gonna say something, sit down. I had a friend, he had a bump, just a regular bump on his back. He just thought it was a regular bump. He just went on about his business and started getting bigger. It grew. He went to the doctor, he was at stage 4 cancer. And he passed away. So just please, if I can say anything else to anybody in this room, if you guys feel anything on your body, please get it checked. That's right. I'm Dr. Yvette's cousin. If anybody knows anybody that I hope nobody have no cancer but need a support person, please reach out to me. If I have to go to appointments with anybody, be their support system, I will be there for them. So just, you know, God bless you all.
Please, another round of appreciation for my sister Mary Ann. It's like we have to, the message keeps coming through. If it doesn't look right, check it. Right? Don't let somebody else tell you it's okay when you know your own body. And it's like, it's not okay. So thank you for that reminder. I hope you still have your raffle tickets because we're going to give away a few more things. And so I know it's like, I know I like to win raffles, so I get my own raffle. All right, so we're going to give another 6 away, so please find yours again. Once again, we're going to do the 3 countdown. If you say your number 3 times. Okay, we need one right here. We need one raffle ticket. Okay, all right.
my ticket. I'm like, she's not calling that number. She ain't gonna call that number anyway. And you called it. I promise you that was my ticket. I lost it.
The Bible says on the testimony of two witnesses is enough. She got two witnesses in the same. I just
She's not calling it, but Jesus.
thing is established. She had witnesses.
She ain't calling that number. You gotta know how to pray.
036.
Giving us stuff downtown. We need 2 more. And we'll call it a full day.
Last 3. 0, 1, 2. 0,
Sister Nance,
1,
my number
2.
is 022.
0, 1, 2.
That's how we live in our house.
Wait a minute. Wait.
012.1. 01.
As I was saying, she was calling.
Last 3 numbers. 009. Taking it in.
She is funny. She is too funny.
Last 3 numbers. 054.
Wait, that's me.
That's somebody.
Last 3 numbers. Ready? 062.
Two more coming.
Last 3 numbers. 092. 092. 092. 092 going once. 092 going twice. 092. Out of here. Okay. Taking it up. Last 3 numbers. 034.
You hit the wrong table, man.
Oh, here, my ticket on. Okay, this is it. Everybody hold their tickets up and say, it's mine. It's yours. It's yours.
Don't throw your tickets away. We actually had one of the vendors donate an extra gift, so there is still yet opportunity.
This is the special gift. Last three. 0, 5, 5. For real?
So thank you for participating in the raffle. I do have a special request too from the president. We would like to be able to stay in contact with you, and so we'd like for you to just, in the area of being environmentally friendly, take the back of your program and write your name and contact information if you're comfortable, and we're going to ask you to turn that in to us. I think it's our responsibility as the MC are officially voted, is that right? Yes. All right, so thank you for your support and your energy. God bless you.
Good afternoon. I'm here to introduce our speaker. First and foremost, Dr. Johnson, who is a child of the King. She is a member of St. John Baptist Church, and Reverend James A. Wilson II is her pastor. She holds an honorary doctorate in ministry and evangelism from Bible Believers Christian College and Seminary. She is currently the President Women's Auxiliary for the Faith District Association of the Western Baptist State Convention of California, National Baptist Convention, USA, Incorporated. She holds a master's in social work from the University of Southern California, USC. She's a licensed clinical, all the children's in here. She's a licensed clinical social worker for the state of California. She has worked for several hospitals throughout Southern California. She currently works with the state of California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation and Parole. She has developed Caregiver Chronicles, a 16-module, complete step-by-step walk-through online course for caregivers after being a caregiver herself for 9 years for her mother who had Alzheimer's disease. She's a single mother of 3 sons, and I'd like to introduce the son and present to others, Dr. Yvette Jackson.
Thank you so much, Erling Brooks. Erling Brooks is the mother of my pastor, Reverend James Brooks II of St. John Baptist Church. So thank you so much for that introduction. I want to first and foremost thank you all for being here today. You know, this is an important event, and we have to cut out some of the things that are going to happen today because we took a little long with our lunch, okay? So we're gonna move forward really quickly at this time. So I wanna go through the slides right quick for you. The first one that is on the screen is what is breast cancer. You've already got the acknowledgement of that, what breast cancer is. It develops in the breast, the cells, and progresses in stages. And early symptoms may include a lump in the breast, underarm, like maybe told you all, my cousin, and itching or discharge from the nipples, any change in the texture of your skin, and the nipples and the breast. So you want to be cognizant of that and begin to have those types of situations, okay? I have to make sure the right slide is on the screen because I can't see behind it, okay? So just want to look back at that. Okay, so what is breast cancer? It's more than 200,000 cases per year have been diagnosed. It is treatable by a medical professional. Others require testing or labs or imaging, and it can last for several months or several years. The common age of getting breast cancer is 50 or older, and it's more common in females, and the family history may increase the likelihood of you getting breast cancer or cancer in general. If you've had someone in your family that's had it, please go get tested, okay? All right. In 2022, the United States estimates that about 43,780 people and 43,250 women and 530 men are going to die from breast cancer. According to the CDC, about 9% of all new cases of breast cancer in the United States are found in women younger than 45. How many of you are younger than 45? Raise your hand. All right, so then you're at risk too. So don't feel like because you're young, you can't get it, okay? I don't want to scare you, but I want you to be cognizant of what's going on with your bodies, okay? All right. Black women are less likely to be diagnosed with breast cancer than white women. Did you know that? Yes. All right. But we are 41% more likely to die from breast cancer. Okay? About 170,000 people in the United States are living with metastatic breast cancer. All right, let's go on to the next one. The symptoms of breast cancer. A lump or mass in the breast. You see, I'm breaking myself when I said that. All right. Breast that feels different from the surrounding tissues. A change in the shape, the size, or the appearance of the breast. And a discharge from the nipple, as well as the breast rash, okay? All right, symptoms of breast cancer, some more. Changes in the skin over the breast, for example, dimpling. You know, when you say dimpling, like you have an indentation in your breast, like in the nipple area, when you have an inverted nipple, that might be a problem. So if you have one, check it out. Breast pain, inverted or pulling in of the nipples, scaling, peeling, flaking skin over the breast, particularly the dark area around the nipple, redness and or pitting of the breast skin resembling the skin of an orange. All right. Okay, so the next slide, female breast cancer incidence and death rates by race and ethnicity in the United States. So if you look at this chart, we have a chart here with all women, okay? We talk about all the women, and the ones that have the stripes are the ones who have been diagnosed. The ones that have the solid color, those are the ones who have the death rate, okay? So if you look at it, white women and black women are very similar to get diagnosed, but you see who dies the most from it? African American women. Asian Pacific Islanders get it too. Asian Pacific or Indians get it, and Hispanics as well. But the death rate for it is very high for the African American women. So just be cognizant of that. Now the next one is Breast Cancer Awareness Month for Men. Because men get it too. How many men we got in here today? We just got two, huh? Two? Okay. That's okay. 2 is a good number. Breast cancer in men. What you need to know, that general information that every year about 2,550 new cases are diagnosed, same as women. They get the same symptoms, and they should have the same testing as well, okay? And then also the treatment options are the same. But a lot of times, and I'm no disrespect to any male that's here, men don't feel like they need testing. They don't even want to go to the physical. You already know that, right? So it's important that if you have a friend, a loved one, a male that, is with you or you know of someone, tell them, go get tested just to make sure. Just ease my mind, because I don't want to have to worry about you. So ease my mind and go get tested. Okay? All right. So next we're going to talk about prevention of breast cancer. Checks and screening and prevention. And then the next one is, okay, so this is the one right here. Now, I know I don't want to have nobody to give their age or anything, but how many of you in here are over 40 years old? So most of the people here are over 40 years old. And how many of you here, and if you don't want to answer, I don't want you to feel, uncomfortable, have had a breast mammogram, had a test? All right, well, that's pretty good. Looks like most of us have had it. All right, so every year or every 1 to 2 years, you should get tested, okay? That's really important because as we become seasoned, when I say seasoned, I'm talking about we're moving into our years of, seasoned years after 40. Huh? What'd you say? You were seasoning. As we're seasoning, all right, that's a good way to put it. As we're seasoning, then we want to make sure that we are testing ourselves at least 1 to 2 times a year. So that's really, really important, okay? So I want to share that with you. And then we want to talk about how to reduce your risk of breast cancer. Don't smoke. Limit alcohol. Now, you can have wine. It's in the Bible, okay? I'm just putting it out there. Don't get carried away, okay? Don't be drunk with it and all of that. You know the scriptures, okay? Control your weight. Limit the dose of duration of hormone therapy. Be physically active. Exercise. You don't do nothing but walk. I talk to my people at my church about getting us a treadmill. Walk on the treadmill. I bought me one. It costs about $150, very inexpensive. And on the treadmill, I try to walk 3 days a week. I haven't lately, but I will be back on it this week, okay? So just know that, that's important. More fruits and vegetables. And then breastfeeding. Those of you, how many under 40 in here? No? Nobody under 40 years old in here? One? Oh, sweetie. All right. So when you do have children, if you don't already,
Moving on.
what's she say?
Moving on, she's 17.
When you get to that point, when you get married, you have your children, breastfeeding is the best thing for you and your baby as well, okay? All right. And then let's go to the next slide, okay? All right, so the next slide talks about food. Now, these foods are a list of foods that are helpful for you to help prevent breast cancer. Flaxseed, pomegranate. I drink pomegranate juice. I don't know if you guys do, but I do all the time. Peppers, onions, mushrooms, seaweed. Now, I'm going to take a back seat on the soy meal. The soy, pardon? Seaweed, yes. It's on the, yeah, seaweed. But soy milk, now I'm not going to acknowledge soy milk because I've heard soy milk has some issues. It may not be good for you. And I've also been told that soy milk is not good for you. Okay, so just be cognizant of that. But do your own research, make your own decision, be informed. That's what I'm going to tell you. You know, don't listen to what others tell you. Find out for yourself. That's so important. Cabbage, curcuma, garlic, green tea, galangal. That's it. Those are good foods that you can have that will help with breast cancer prevention. Okay? Ginger, ginger's good. Turmeric is good. All right. So now we've gotten to the. What did you say, ma'am? Sweet potatoes, she said. Now, this is a seasoned lady right here telling us sweet potatoes, so y'all better listen. Okay? All right. Thank you. You're a survivor? All right. That's all right. Ovaries and breast? Colon and breast cancer. Okay, so she's had both. So thank you for sharing that. All right. So now, if you look at the next slide, did everybody get a little purple card on your table? Everybody should have that purple card. So that is something I want to share with you in just a moment. So we're going to talk a little bit about caregiving for the diagnosis, those who are diagnosed with cancer. Caregiving is one of the most important factors in the successful recovery of those who have been diagnosed. Relationships is important. Connecting with family, friends, church members, and those who will support the diagnosis is critical to the well-being of the diagnosed. And then caregivers, self-care. You caring for somebody and you're not taking care of yourself, you cannot do it, okay? I was a caregiver 9 years for my mother. She didn't have cancer, but she had Alzheimer's disease. And let me tell you, I don't wish that on any of you, okay? And when the pandemic came, I had an epiphany and I was like, I'm locked up, I can't do nothing, I'm at home, I'm isolated. So I went online and I developed these courses. If you look at that card that you have, the purple card, you all should have it. That card gives you the 18 courses that are associated with Caregiver Chronicles. And let me just tell you about Caregiver Chronicles, okay? Caregiver Chronicles is an 8-week, 16 modules. It's actually 19 courses, 16. There are 3 bonus courses, so it's a total of 19 courses that have been developed to help those who are caregivers. Because when I became a caregiver, I had no clue of what to do, okay? Every day I had to learn something new about caregiving. And so I put these courses together because it covers all aspects of caregiving, from the onset of your loved one's illness until they recover or transition home to be with the Lord. And so the 19 courses are available. So what I've done on this card, if you fill it out, you all have a pen because they've been given to you. Fill it out and put down your name, your phone number, and the course that you would like, a free course, one free course that I would give to you, those who are caregivers. So if you know someone who's a caregiver, let me know and I'll help them as well, okay? Because it's not always about getting a dollar, it's about helping other people, okay? We got to help one another, that's really critical this time, okay? All right, so I wanted to share that with you, and the courses answer all the questions that you might have, okay? So there's the last slide here, tips to take home. Let's see. One moment. Okay, so tips to carry away. Educate yourself. Hosea 4:6 says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because thou hast rejected knowledge. So that's critical. Prepare yourself. 1 Corinthians 6:19, know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost which is in you, which ye have of God. And then test yourself. Isaiah 43:2 says, when thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee. And through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. Pray for yourself and others. 2 Chronicles 7:14 says, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins, and he will heal our land, folks. So let me tell you this. If you want to be helped, if you want to help somebody, don't forget that God is on the throne. And you got to pray and ask him to touch you and touch you if you're a caregiver. That's one of the most stressful jobs you can do. Because a lot of times caregivers, they are caring for someone, and as I did, and the caregiver ends up passing and dying, excuse me, with honesty, dying for that person that they're caring for. Because they are so stressed out about it, okay? So Caregiver Chronicles is available to you. I want to share that with you. Fill that card out for me today. Give it back to me, and then I will be in touch with you for your free course and see what I can do to support you and your loved ones, okay? God bless you. Thank you for allowing me to share this information. I hope it's helpful for you. And that's it. Thank you. We just have a couple of other things that are left. I want to acknowledge Mary Jackson. Mary Jackson, I'd like to acknowledge her. I'd like Mary Jackson, Lady Cox, and Lady Jones to come forward, please. Ladies, please come forward. Thank you. All right, so Lady Jones, I want to thank you for allowing me to come in here today and share this information with everyone. And I thank you for your support, your kindness, and just being a woman of God that you are, you know. It's rare that you find people that will just embrace you, you know, so I thank God for you. And so I have a small token of my appreciation for you. And this is actually a book that is written, and I'm telling you what it is. I know I should, but I'll tell you anyway. It's a book that was written, and I actually participated in this book as well. So it's Ladies with a Purpose, and so that's for you. Thank you so much. Okay, and then for you, Lady Cox. Okay. I have a gift for you as well. Come over this way. This is another book. This is another book about prayer and purpose, so I want to thank you for your help. You know, we worked on this, and you know, nobody ever gave a second thought. They just jumped in and did what needed to be done, and that's the way it is when you're working with women of God. And so I thank God for you. And then Miss Jackson, as you're the pastor's aide, and so I wanted to give you something as well. This is just a small token of my appreciation. I just want to say thank you. And God bless you. So that's basically it. Thank you. So I know we want to give everybody a round of applause. We have vendors here, but we have another event here too of God. So we need to begin to make our way to finish up here. I'm going to ask Pastor Crowder if he would come forward and extend the offer of discipleship to the group, because we never want to go out without doing what's decent and more in God's eyes. Wait, before we do that, I want to ask if anyone would like to make a donation, because this was an event where we asked if you would like to make a donation, you could. And so please come forward if you have a donation. Okay, we have a donation trays over there on the table. I'm going to ask everybody to stand up. And if you would like to make a donation, if you haven't done so already, I'm going to ask you to donate in the trays over there on the tables. Now, nobody's standing up. What happened? You can write a check. You can write a check to Calvary Baptist Church. Let me put it on the screen for you. Hold on a second. Let me do that. One moment. All right, let's see if I can put it on the screen. And then that way, if you want to write a check, you can do so. Okay? That's okay, but if you want to write a check to Calvary Baptist Church, you can do so. The trays are there. Please support our ministry. Yes, ma'am. You can do Zelle. You can do Cash App. You can do, we don't have Venmo, but you can do the website, and you can also write a check. Any questions? Did you have a question now?
No, it's just beautiful.
Okay, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this, ladies. It took a lot of effort from a couple of people to pull this off, and I want to also acknowledge the kitchen staff for the food. The food was excellent. just bless her. The decorations, Lady Jones, the pink boxes, everybody just did what needed to be done. So I just thank God for you all, okay? That's right. All right. So anybody else have any questions about the donation? No? Okay. So I'm going to ask Reverend Crowder.
As we like to extend the invitation to discipleship, if you are in the ark of safety, this is your chance to come to know our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Not only will He save you, He can heal you. He is a healer. He is a deliverer. He can bring you through whatever you're going through in life. We need a physical person, but we also need our Heavenly Father, our spiritual Father, to help us along like our way. We have not because we ask not. As we extend the invitation, will there be one today? I will not leave here today without having Christ in my life. We have heard the testimonies of those who have been through, those who are going through, but yet we still need Christ. We need Him. He came that we might have life and have it more abundantly. We have done what the Lord have asked, and yet there is still room at the cross. Amen.
Just have one more presentation from Dr. Jackson. This goes to our mistress of ceremony. Lady
So I think that is the end of the formal program. If you have, remember the cards, I will put those up if you get one of those free services for someone that, caregivers need care. You can't fill up others when you're running on empty, so take advantage of that. And anyone that has some extra energy and wants to put it to a good cause, we need to take down the declaration so that we can get ready for the next event. And if you got some energy, you're being recruited. Thank you again for Dr. Jackson and Dan for putting together. Thank you all for being here.
They got the cards. They gonna leave them.
I don't know anything about that. You have to ask Dr. Jackson.
She told me to ask.
I think, let me call, I don't know.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Can anybody see the information?
Ladies, hold on 1 second, please. We're just trying to get some confirmation on one thing right quick.
Oh, okay.
Monique?
I text him, I'm gonna call him now.